Despite an announcement earlier this year that the government was looking to regulate web shops by July 1st, a cabinet minister doesn't believe that time frame is realistic. But State Minister for Legal Affairs, the Honorable Damian Gomez, dismissed reports that the issue has caused discord among the cabinet, adding that legislators are working around the clock to ensure that a comprehensive draft is presented. We get the story tonight from Janea Noel Ferguson.
The government is presently reviewing the tax rates for web shops once gaming regulations come on stream. Minister of State for Legal Affairs Damian Gomez admits a number of variables must be considered.
I would think that what one would do is look at the rate that is charged internationally and look at the requirements that are imposed on them internationally. With respect to, for instance, the provision of facilities to combat problem gaming and problem gamers, and having viewed that in the round, to then come up with a figure.
Gomez acknowledged recent consultation with various web shop operators and the government, but their input, he believes, won't be the determining factor when the legislation is presented.
The issue of drafting is different. As the government's lawyer, we in the Attorney General's office have a responsibility to the public, not merely to repeat or replicate what others who have an interest want in the legislation, but to consider whether this is in fact in the public interest to have in the legislation and to draft appropriate provisions. And that's what we're carefully doing.
Some suggest web shops be taxed as much as 10%, but State Minister Gomez says it would be premature to determine their taxes. He, however, anticipates that web shop operators will welcome any probe by government to determine their earnings.
You come from a completely unregulated position which is criminalized. People are describing you as criminals. You are seeking a public waiver of that. You don't expect to get that unless the public knows exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it. So if they don't expect it, well, tough. That's just how it is.
Now, although July 1st was the announced date for the legalization of web shops, Gomez says he doubts that will be enough time to have that legislation underway. Janea Noel Ferguson, ZNES Network News.